guys? It's your boy, the Boxing Lowdown here, man, and I'm delighted to be joined by some special guests. We were just on the watch along. Wow, just my post-fight thoughts, man. Our post-fight thoughts to Khan and Brook. Kell Brook getting a 6-round stoppage over Amir Khan. The talking was done, and I didn't expect it to go that way. Let me start with you, Laurie.
Listen, I said that I thought Kell Brook would win, but I never thought I'd see what I saw tonight. Dominant, won every round, battered Khan around the ring, stopped him. Tremendous performance. And I'm going to go further and say I don't think Kell should retire, based on what I saw tonight. But hey, I'm sure Robbie's got his thoughts as well.
No, it was a brilliant performance. I agree with you. He won every single round. From the first round, innit, he had Khan wobbling, and literally after that, I mean, really and truly, the only thing Khan was sort of desperation punching.
Yeah.
You know, his game plan was just over after the first round, and Brook was dominant. He won every round, and Laurie, I agree with you. I don't think he needs to retire. I think that was such an impressive performance that if he had another fight, I'd watch it. Right? So, you know, whereas Amir Khan definitely should retire now. You know what I mean? He's now, what's that? The last 3 fights he's had, he's been beaten up bad, stopped, knocked out. The time is
the
up.
legs have gone.
He's had a great career, but his career is a long career now. I think now he has to call it a day. You know what I mean? I hope there's no rematch clause or nothing like that, because there's no reason.
Surely not after
he
that.
got battered every round.
Yeah.
I mean,
apparently there was a rematch clause.
There was a rematch. No, there's a rematch clause in it. I know that for sure. But please, Amir Khan, don't activate that. Enjoy your money now. You're married. You've got kids. Enjoy that. Forget boxing now. It's too hard of a sport to be coming back. I mean, that was a beat down, I'm telling you. Let's be real. If we used to go and watch that fight back now, we'd be like, oh my God, it'd be even worse.
Yeah.
I thought the trainer should. Did you not think like me that the trainer should have pulled him out after the round?
I think if it weren't such a mega fight, you know what I mean, where it's such a grudge fight, I think they would have pulled him out from the round before, because he was getting pasted.
I will give Amir Khan a little bit of credit though. What you saw today was a man. He's a very brave guy. No one could ever say anything about it. So I will give. He went out on his shield.
Yeah, and do you know what? There was people saying that he's got a glass chin, but he got hit with some big shots in that fight, and he didn't go down.
It's the legs.
You know what I mean? So I don't think that was a case of a glass chin. I think it was just a case he just got battered in the fight, and it's time now for him to just call it a day. He's had a great career. You know, he's still going to be remembered as a great fighter. But, you know, you can't just keep going on forever, and not in this sport. It's ain't other sports like football.
I think there's no question that Khan now needs to hang them up, man. Nothing left to prove. 35 years old, you've got the money in the bank. You're a celebrity anyway. Brook, I want to get onto this topic because we were speaking about it on the watch along, and I was kind of the sole voice here, man. I was saying that I think Brook should retire on a high right now. Whereas you two think that Brook can carry on. You think there's still some legs in there?
Based on what I saw tonight, there's loads of welterweights around the world that he's going to beat. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that he should immediately walk into another fight with Terence Crawford or Spence or the very top echelon. But I must say, based on what I saw tonight, 35 years old, the guy looks as good as he's ever looked to me. He looked sharp. He looked composed. He looked strong. He looked confident. He looked good tonight, man.
There's other fighters fighting at the moment older than him.
Yeah.
Even some of the best fighters at the moment. How's Canelo?
Canelo's in his 30s.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean,
all these fighters are like, you know. So I'm not saying he's nowhere near those levels, right? But today he looks so fresh. He looks sharp. If he's like I said, right, how I look on it when I'm thinking retirement, sometimes I also look on it from the punter's point of view.
Yeah.
I'm looking like, say, I looked at Derek Chisora the other day and I'm like, please, Derek, retire.
Hang it up, yeah.
You know what I mean? You're getting beaten fight after fight. Yeah, you're brave. Yeah, we always, you know, like watching it, but nah. But when I looked at this fight tonight, I'm like, Kell Brook, he looks fresh. You put him in there against a fighter right now, he's got a chance. So I don't think he needs to retire yet. He could go out on a high, like you said, but how many of these boxers go out on a high?
Not
They
many.
don't. So if he had another fight, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But Amir Khan, he's got to retire. That's it now. You know what I mean? You've done
But
great
even
things.
him, I don't think he'll retire.
Oh,
fighting
surely
since-
he's got to. He's got to.
Has
after-
Now,
to
you've got to
retire.
remember the pride and the hubris of these guys. He will not want to bow out his career on a night like that.
Listen, it happens. In
They will
boxing.
find him because he had a fight just prior to this one. He fought Billy Dib in Dubai. didn't he?
Yeah,
So
somewhere.
he'll go on that circuit.
Yeah.
There's no way he'll retire. But I do know what you're saying, bro. He should retire. He's
Would you
done
want to
it-
watch that?
No, I don't. But there'll be
Another
plenty of
Amir
people
Khan.
that-
You think you get 20,000 for his next
No,
fight?
but you know what it is? Amir Khan in Asia and those places, he's still very popular.
Yeah, but even the Asians, wherever it is in Asia, you're saying he's popular, they want him to retire as well. Because they don't want to see him get hurt in that way. You know what I mean? You're a great fighter, right? I think Amir Khan is a guy that can go into many other fields. He talks well. He's a popular guy. He's had a great career. He doesn't need to keep fighting now. You know what I mean? We all wanted to see this fight because of the grudge element of it, and it's been going on for years. That's been settled now. Kell Brook has won the fight. He's the better fighter. It's no embarrassing boxing. There's no embarrassment in that. You'll feel embarrassed for a few days, maybe, you know, but at the end of the day, it is what it is now. That's boxing. You win some, you lose some. Don't put your life in jeopardy.
I
because,
agree with you.
know.
But I'm just more.
Kell Brook,
talking
though,
about
last
the
one on-
reality.
Kell Brook can have another fight.
On Kell Brook, there were talks before this that he could potentially jump up 2 weights and fight Chris Eubank Jr. After that performance tonight, would you give him more of a chance, considering how
But isn't
Eubank
he-
wasn't that impressive?
Yeah, isn't he, Laurie?
Against Liam Williams?
I know you're saying jump up 2 weights, but he had to strip down weights to get to this weight, didn't
He
he?
did, but
yeah.
I would
So-
say he's better suited at 154.
which
Which
is
is
one
like
weight
middleweight,
below
yeah.
middleweight.
Yeah.
Him and Conor Ben would be a great fight. But I don't, if I was Conor Ben, I wouldn't want to fight.
That him
Well,
and Conor Ben would be a great fight, don't you?
Yeah, I think after seeing tonight though, if I was in Conor Ben's camp, I'd be avoiding that now. Because, you know, Conor Ben's ranked 5th in the world. He's still got a chance of title fights ahead of him.
Yeah.
You don't want to go and, you know, you don't want to go and end up losing to Brook. But
Because the thing about Kell Brook as well is that over the years, I know he's suffered those stoppage defeats to Golovkin and
Errol
Spence and Crawford, but he's got a good chin. You saw it tonight, even when Khan did land.
Khan did land some
He
shots.
just shook it off.
I don't, sorry, because I'm not as familiar with as you guys, but who are the title holders in his weight?
Kell Brook's weight.
Yeah.
Errol Spence, he's got 2 of the 4 belts.
Forget Errol
Yeah, he
Spence.
can fit that.
He's going to be fighting Ugas in April, so that'll be for 3 of the belts. And then you've got Terence Crawford, who's already beaten Kell Brook. So so is Errol Spence as well. So I mean, both of these guys have already beaten Brook.
You
So
might want to go up to 154.
this is why I think Brook should just retire on a high, man. You've settled your grudge match. You've
no,
done
but
what
there'll
you
be
had to
fights
do.
out there for it.
There
Based
will
on-
be. I mean,
What
but
about
look
the
at some of the
weight
other
up?
greats. Lennox Lewis,
What about the
Andre
weight up?
Ward. These guys retired on a high. They didn't
What
have
about
to
the weight
fight.
up though? The weight up.
154. It's dangerous, but the names are not as popular. So
Yeah,
it's,
so maybe go and fight one of those because
Yeah, European title.
trust me, don't you think if he had another fight, yeah, and it was for a world title, say the next weight up, not none of those 2 you named, forget that. But say the next weight up, if he had another
maybe a
fight,
Liam Smith.
are you telling me that people wouldn't buy the pay-per-view?
That's a
to
great
watch it?
fight you just said there, Liam Smith.
Maybe a Liam Smith, maybe.
I mean,
Yeah,
I-
yeah.
Liam Smith could be. Listen,
Would
I'm
you-
getting caught into it
would
now.
You, would you watch it?
I would watch it. I
I
would.
would.
Go.
I would.
There you go.
Last
And he knows Liam Smith because they've sparred
They
together.
sparred together,
And
yeah.
apparently it was good work. Both camps said that it was good work.
see now you guys have got me talking about who Brook could fight. So last
No,
one.
but you know what I'd like to see him do? I'd like to see him go for maybe go up to 154 and go for a European title.
Okay, well, can't remember who the European title holder is at 154.
And then if he fights for the European title and wins that, then he's going to want the world title.
Well,
is
yeah,
it,
but
this
no,
is
but
it.
I mean,
May as
you
well just
know,
go straight for the world title.
stranger things
If
have
you
happened.
don't win that, then retire.
But all I'm saying is, right, based on what I saw tonight,
He was very impressive.
he can carry on boxing for another year or 2.
I'd watch him, you know, if he's fighting for a world title as a pay-per-view, I'd buy it.
Because you got to remember,
Because
Darryl, a
you
lot
know,
of people
and that's what it boils
Shall I
down
tell
to.
you why, Darryl? Shall I tell you why? Because I did pick Kell Brook to win, but I'm not going to carry on like I knew this was going to happen. He won every round. He beat Amir Khan up and he stopped him. No one predicted that. Everyone was saying, oh, if he wins, he's got to knock him out. or he's got to get him before the end. No, he bossed every round.
Bossed every single,
And
every
I
minute
never
of every
saw
round.
that.
Bossed.
And then you add into that how good he looked on the scales, how fresh he looked, his demeanour in the ring tonight, how calm, composed he was. Yes, it was against an Amir Khan who's, you know, shot, but listen, he still went in there and did it, man. Better than I thought he would. So based on that, I think he's still got some juice left.
Last one here before we go, people. Just your thoughts on the whole spectacle, man. The show, you know, it was a great watch along we did today, and you know, did it deliver to you? I mean, did it
Delivered, yeah.
Delivered for me. And shout out to Natasha Jonas as well. We met Natasha, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
A few weeks ago after my boy Dan Aziz won his British title. In the after party, we met Natasha Jonas and we were wishing her best. So to see her jump up 3 weights and win a world title in such a devastating fashion as well. Shout out to Natasha Jonas. But in answer to your question, yeah, man, I really enjoyed the boxing tonight. Delivered.
Very good show tonight,
And
man.
shout out to you, man.
Yeah, we've gone over the 1,000 mark, man. We've done it.
Big up.
We've been over
Thanks
1K,
to,
man. Big up to Don Robbie
Thanks
for
to
helping
Robbie
us.
for
sure.
providing the
Getting us
vehicle
there.
for that. So
Listen,
it's been a
man,
great night, isn't it?
It's been a great night, man. It's been a great night, and I want to thank everybody. And listen, we'll be back with some more content over the upcoming days. Look out for the podcast on Thursday with myself and the main man right here. And we'll be doing some more reaction videos to this fight. And make sure you guys tune in, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button, share the video, and we'll catch you guys on the next video, man. Peace out.